Good evening. Welcome to Mystery Card Class. I'm Nancy Dodge from YB Stamp. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I will be your hostess this evening. I will read the clues. I hope you've all had a chance to gather your supplies. This is a relatively easy card and colorful, so I hope you really like it. Hello, Carol. I know that you're just going to watch and then make yours later because that's how you are. But anyway, it's actually a pretty easy card. So we're going to start with our clues. Clue number 1. Pick the darkest ink and set it aside. All right. So here are my inks. I have Boho Blue, Balmy Blue, Blueberry Bushel, and Night of Navy. So my darkest one is Night of Navy, so I'm going to stick that aside. I'll put these others over here. All right. That was easy, right, Carol? Clue number 2. Take the white or vanilla cardstock that's 4.5 by 3 1/4. And we're going to mask this off. So I told you there are different ways to mask. You can use Post-it labeling tape. Whoops. Sorry. I'm going to do these first. Post-it labeling tape. You can use Post-it notes. You can also use Stampin' Up's masking paper. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways. Let's go back to our clues. We're going to mask off a section. Then using a dauber or blending brush, apply one of your ink colors in the masked off section. And it's very important that it depends on your supplies, but if you're using this, you really need to wipe it down with a paper towel before you do your next color so that it doesn't bleed into the next one. This one didn't seem to too much, or this one, but just to be on the safe side, I've asked you to have a paper towel to stand by. So let's see, I've got my paper here, and I'm going to use this and mask off. Now, I like to use the lines on my grid paper so that I get it even because I'm not a very even person. Anyway, I'm going to mask off that first section and decide about how wide you want these. Then I'm going to take another piece, and I think I'll do it 3 of these blocks high. So there's my paper. Whoops, my paper moved. All right, let me glue it down a little. Stand by. All I do is I put some adhesive on the corners and it stays. But this desk is laminate, so I'm able to do that. Alrighty, where were we? Oh yes, we were masking. So you can use a sponge dauber, or you could use one of your blending brushes. I think I'll start with the blending brush. No, I'm going to use the sponge daubers first. So I'm going to pull out a couple of sponge daubers. I have 3 colors. I think I'm going to do kind of, now if you wanted, you could actually do them at an angle. It depends on how you want to do it. I'm just a little more symmetrical. I think I'm going to start with the medium blue, the boho blue. I'm just going to take my dauber and just start inking up that area. Just tap a little. Now I tap in the corners, and I'll tell you why. Because when you stamp with your stamp, you go right in the middle. So it's actually the edges that have a little bit more ink. Make sure I get it good. I mean, you don't have to, it can be as dark or as light as you want. Okay, so now this is damp because the tape doesn't absorb the ink like some of the papers. So I'm just going to take my paper towel and wipe it off as best I can so it won't bleed when I do the next section. Alright, I close my ink, and I think I'm going to do the balmy blue in the middle. So now I'm going to pick up my tape. I suppose that's clue number 3, isn't it? Let's do that. Mask off next section, then use dauber or blending brush. Apply another of your ink colors in masked off section. Make sure you wipe mask right on lines to make sure that it's with the paper towel to make sure you... Alright, so we're going to transition over. So there's my first line, and I'm going to take my masking tape, put it right on the line, and then remember I did 3 lines before, so symmetrical here. I suppose it's because I'm a Virgo. I don't know. Alright, now I'm going to use balmy blue. Oops, sorry for the squeak. Get my sponge dauber and just start putting it on that space. And again, I'm using the corners because I think that there's more ink there. And you could put it on heavy, light. Could sing a song. You don't want me to sing though. Same section or new section? This is a new section, Carolyn. Do you want me to catch you up? Hold on and I'll show you. I put this tape right over the first ink color. Okay? And you could use blending brushes for this. I suppose you could actually even use your markers if you wanted. Where's the fun in that though, right? Alright. I think I have just about enough. Like I said, you can do it as dark, less splotchy, more splotchy. Doesn't matter. It's all going to have the same effect. Okay. Put my little sponge dauber aside. Okay. Let's see. Are you ready for clue number 4? Mask off next section. We're going to do 3 sections with our 3 inks. And using your dauber or blending brush, apply, and oops, almost forgot, gotta wipe the edge. Alright. Sorry about that. Trying to remember to change my screen. But yeah, this masking tape just doesn't dry. And I mean, you really could, if you wanted to, if you had a heat tool, you could dry it in between. But I think the paper towel's just as good. All right, I'm gonna lift that. And that's going up 3 notches because I'm a Virgo. All right. I'm going to take this off and put it right on the line of the previous color. All right, last color I have is Blueberry Bushel. Can you overlap sections? Sure, if you want, it's your card. Go for it. It would look pretty, especially if you used more like primary colors that would blend into each other. That would look really pretty, Carolyn. I mean, Carol. Yeah, you can overlap. This one's pretty dark. It's pretty though, isn't it? This is one of the comeback newer colors. Blueberry Bushel. So like I said, if you could use the blending brushes, you would just, you know, tap and swirl. I just chose to do the daubers tonight. I don't know why. Just felt like it, I guess. All right. Close my ink. Wipe this off, otherwise it'll end up all over me. I'm doing pretty good. My fingers aren't too blue. All right. Take off my tape. Yeah, I didn't do it close enough, so I got some little lines. That's okay. I could just blend it a little bit if I wanted. Or not. Alrighty. Let's see. Clue number 5. Using your darkest ink, remember the one that we set aside, stamp your image and sentiment of choice on your piece. So I have my Knight of Navy. And as I said in my post earlier in the week, I got this set and I haven't used it yet. So I wanted the whale. So I'm going to use the big whale. I don't know what kind of whale it is. Somebody that's an expert on that probably knows. It's just not me. And I'm going to do woohoo for my sentiment. Oh crap, what was that I used for the third color? I don't know, Carol. Alright, I got some blocks. Oops. We got a tag along. I don't know if this fit. Yep, it fits. Then I got my woohoo. Alright, I'm going to ink it up. And you could put it anywhere on here. I'm going to put it on the side. Make sure it's good and inked. I suppose I should make them level. There. See my whale? Isn't he cute? Alright, and then woohoo. And you could put it up here or down here. I'm going to put it down here. You could also use black if your colors are too dark. I only have one white strip on the bottom. Does that matter? No, it doesn't. Alright, then I'm going to clean. This is the Stampin' Scrub. I just spray some Stampin' Mist. One side's got raindrops and one side's got sunshine, so you know which side is the wash and which side is the dry. Wash, dry. And these polymer stamps, they stain, unfortunately, anything that's got red in it. Wash and dry. All clean. All right. Put that away. Yeah, there's no right or wrong to this, actually, so it's just fun. That's all. All right. Clue number 6. Adhere piece of coordinating cardstock, which is, I have boho blue, and then here adhere to the front of the card. All right, get my Stampin' Seal. This is double-sided tape on a reel. It makes adhering the cardstock much easier. I'm just going to center it. Am I going too fast? You can't see. Oh, I know. See, I was bound to screw up. All right, so I had a piece of boho blue, and I just took my stamped piece and centered it. Sorry about that. I'm still getting used to this. Then I have my card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, which is half a piece of cardstock, and it's scored at 4 1/4. I'm just going to fold it over with my bone folder. This is a Stampin' Up! Bone folder, but I've used it so much that the little stamp piece here is gone. Now you could adhere this with dimensionals if you'd prefer, or I'm just going to use the Stampin' Seal. It doesn't really matter. It's your preference. It's your card. It's your creation. Make it how you want to make it. All right. There we are. We're getting close. You could also take the markers that you have and you know, fill in those lines. I may end up doing that because, like I said, sometimes I'm a perfectionist. But alrighty, clue number 7. Stamp sentiment and or image on your 5 1/4 by 4 inch cardstock. Ear to the inside. All right, so that's this. And what did I decide I was going to do? I did woohoo. Super fantastic mega news. How's that? That sounds good. So these stamps are Charming Sentiments. There's also a die set that goes with this, and the dies cut these out like right around the sentiments. But I'm not going to do that. Now, I think I'll stamp the wording in Night and Navy. And then I'm going to probably put some water in one of those other colors at the bottom, just to kind of pull things together. There we go. And I think I will use the boho blue. A quick wash my stamp. Otherwise, I'll end up with it all over me, as we all know. So I'm really good at that. All right, and I want the waves. Waves in boho. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. It's funny how you can follow the same directions like a recipe, but they come out so different. Ooh, I like that stamp. That's pretty cool. Can you see that? There's a lot of detail on that. I like it. Alright, I'm going to wash and dry. And then adhere it to the inside. Whoops. Rogue sponge dauber. Alright. Open my card. Center it. There we go. Alrighty. I hope I'm not going too fast. This last one is really hard. Embellish as desired. Let's see. I pulled out some these. I don't know if I like those now that the colors are all together. This is too bright. This is too yellow. This is too purple. Let's see what else I got. Do you guys ever do that? You're set on an embellishment and then it's like, oh, no, that's not really what I wanted. Well, that would look pretty. These are enamel essential dots. So there's 3 colors. I'm going to use the navy. Hopefully they don't go flying on me. Ooh, this one's really little. Uh-oh. There. So there's my card. Pretty cute, huh? I like it. All right. I'm going to show you the other ones that I made. The first one I made, I did different dimensions on this, and I didn't like it, so I cut it down. Don't you like this one better? But anyway, it's still pretty, right? Still pretty. And then I said, I want to make one for the holidays. So I did. I just didn't put anything on the inside. You like them both, Carol? All right, and then I went a little out of the box for this last one, and instead of straight masking paper, I used crooked masking paper. Can you see that? So I want to quickly show you what I did. And what did I do with the dies? I don't know. Here they are. I used this Basic Borders die and the masking paper, and I put it in my stamp cut and emboss machine and cut it. Where did I put the pieces? I wanted to show you. I lost them already. They were just right here. Did they fall? Now I'm mad at myself. Again. Where did I put them? If I had a brain, I'd be dangerous. Oh, here they are. Found them. So, see, here's the piece. So this is what I did. I cut it and I lined it up just the same way that I did the flat one. She likes the Charlie Brown. See? I lined that up and I put this one here using my lines and inked it. And then the same thing that we did before, I just moved it up, put it, inked it. So with all of these different designs, imagine the cards you could make, right? So that's just on the masking paper. Now, I will tell you though that after I cut these and pulled the tape off the adhesive sheet off the back, I did stick it on my jeans a couple of times to get some of the stick off, because the stick is really sticky and it's going to tear your cardstock a little bit unless you do that. So make sure you do that. So see, you could use these to mask it off. And like I said, you could also do it at an angle. You could do stripes this way. The possibilities are endless. So go for it. Alrighty, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you learned something, and I would love it if you posted the cards that you did in the Gather Your Supplies. No, I'll start a brand new post, and then you can add your pictures to it. For some reason it doesn't want you to add it to the live, so I will post these on my Facebook page, and then in the comments you can add yours, because I really love seeing them. I really do. I really. All right. Next week, back to basics. Same time, 7 p.m. on Sunday. All right. Until then, happy stamping.